The Jewish soldiers are doing the same thing. Let us take the truth. What do you mean doing the same thing? The Jews are defending themselves. In fact, they are not doing anything. If I am in charge of Israel, I will tell you what I should do. Those Israeli are a bunch of dummy. For the sake of a few prisoners, they are freeing thousands of criminals who killed their own citizen. The law of Israel should change that anyone who kills an Israeli citizen should be killed. No jail. Because you jail them, they kidnap one of your daughters, and then later they force you to free them. The one who do kill a citizen of Israel should be executed immediately, so he will never be free again. The Jews are not doing the right thing in Israel. You know the future, that either you or them. They don't hide it. They say we want to kill you all. And whatever the Israeli do, the whole world will be against them, because the money of Muslims are in charge. The money of Qatar, the money of Saudi Arabia, and the massive number of Muslims in the world. Half of United Nations is a Muslim countries, 65 countries, and Israel is alone. Do the job once for all and bring victory to your children. You will never have peace. You see, when God in the Bible command them to do something, they refuse. And until now, they are refusing to do what God command them. People are hypocrite. This guy Future saying they are killing innocent people. Nobody in Gaza is innocent. Don't you see the children dancing when they kidnap the women of the Jews? Don't you see the children eating baklava when the Muslim did 9/11? So only stupid idiots think that the people of Gaza are innocent. Only mentally ill people. Children, women, old, they dance in the street in October 7. Do you want me to play the video for you? So when you say it's innocent, you donkey, do you know what innocent mean? Am I innocent if I dance for raping a woman? Am I? Many people are so stupid and they copy paste what they hear in the news. When Hamas they do showtime, do you see women and kids in the street carrying guns? And they say to you innocent because you are a donkey, because you are a fool. You have no idea what's going on. The Israeli, if they are committing a crime against women and children, they do not need to go to war for 2 years. They can finish them all in 5 minutes. They can finish all their neighbors in 5 minutes. So you stupid people who keep saying the Israeli army is doing genocide because you're a donkey or a mule, it's the opposite. The Muslim, they want to finish every single Christian and every single Jew. So when the Jews, they respond to the crimes against them, you attack the Jews. You know why? Because they are the minority. And when you are the minority, it's easy to go against the minority. There's no risk. Like the filthy Pope. He never speak against what the Muslims doing to Christians in Syria, in Iraq, in Morocco, in Tunisia, in Libya, in Egypt. Never open his mouth. But he's so brave to speak against Israel. Why? Because it's a small, tiny country. And he will get the blessing of the Abdul. Stupid people. When you are sitting in a house not holding a gun, will Jesus consider you an innocent or evil? Future, you are a stupid donkey. Let me tell you why. Because people kill without guns, not necessarily with gun. If I am a sheikh and I am the one, like the leader of Hamas, he did not take his gun and attack. The leaders of Hamas is not holding a gun. He is staying in the cave. The leaders of Nasrallah, of Hezbollah, he didn't hold a gun. He stayed 14 floors under the ground. So you stay at home and you don't go to war, but you support your kids. You say, may Allah bless you, go kill them. You are a stupid monkey. Don't come here, guys. Kick this guy out. I don't want to see him here. Future. Kick him out. Get him out. You stupid donkey. Muhammad did not carry a sword, but he killed millions. Based on what you say, Muhammad is innocent. Muhammad, he's staying home. He's a coward. He don't dare to go to war. Those who support the death of the others are guilty, the same as the one who go and kill. Those who pay money to buy a gun is guilty, the same as the one who hold the gun. Those who dance for killing somebody are happy because the criminal did what they want. They share the same target. You are a stupid monkey, and you are no Christian. Get out of here. Hypocrite. Innocent is someone, he don't want to kill anybody. He never support killing of anybody. That is innocent. Show me one person in Gaza don't pray to Allah every day to kill the Christian and the Jews. Just show me one. And
Free Palestine. Free Palestine.
Bend over. That will do better. I mean, you join with the homosexual to free Palestine, and then you get screwed, both of you. Innocent is someone have no involvement in anything, but all the Muslims in Indonesia are guilty. They dance in the street for October 7. They send money to Hamas, but they did not hold the gun, but they are guilty. Whoever support a criminal is guilty of the crime. Even by law, if you have a little brain, the one who hosts a criminal, he support finance a criminal, who help in a plan of a crime, or he encourage a crime, is guilty of the same crime. So you have a very wrong, stupid understanding what is innocent mean. When we see women, and I can play for you tons of videos right now, women and children are dancing in the street in October 7. Oh, they are innocent. They are very innocent. They were beating a dead woman. They drag her in the street naked. They strip her from her clothes. Children are doing that. Those statements about innocent, those things will work with those dummy Western Democrat Kamala Harris garbage. We know he's guilty. Those Muslims will never accept peace because their dream is to conquer the whole world. Their dream have nothing to do even with the Jews alone. Christian Prince, Jesus will save everybody. That's false. That's false. Jesus said, peace for those who love peace and no peace for the wicked man. So don't tell me Jesus will save everybody. Those people reject Jesus already. They make fun of Jesus. They kill the Christians. You are dummy again. You know, those hippie Christians, you give me a hug, give me a hug, you know, give me a hug. He's a gay. This is not a Christian behavior. Christ, he flipped the tables. Christ, he told them, when I come back, those who deny me, bring them here, slay them. So they try to present to you Jesus as a guy, he have an earring in his ear, and he have a makeup in his face, and he give hugs to everybody, he love everybody. No, Jesus don't love everybody. Whoever says to you that, he is lying to you. God, he loved the world, mean God, he loved to save the world, but the world will be condemned. And millions and billions will go to hell. So, do God love those who will go to hell? Absolutely not. Do God love wicked men and women? Absolutely not. Do God love wicked child molesters, rapists? The Bible is so clear. Those people will never enter heaven. So, as long they are living wicked life, God don't love them. God, he came for the sick, not for the healthy, but doesn't mean he love your sickness and your wickedness. You have to deny your wickedness so you can receive the love of God. As long you are wicked, you are doomed, and you will go to hell. God is not a person who gives hugs, as many false Christians they try to say to you. They give you a false image of Jesus. Just wait when he come back. Did you read what the Bible says about hell? Do you think someone he love you, he will send you to such a place? But isn't it, this is what they say to us, Jesus love everybody? No. Jesus don't love the wicked, as long he is wicked. And those people are wicked. Wickedness is their happiness. They dance for somebody else dying. You see, Jesus, he bring us back to our humanity. Islam make them animals. When you see a human being of blood, you feel disgusted. Even if it's your enemy. In Islam, no. They dance. They shout Allahu Akbar. They are so happy. The Quran says so. So when a fool he school you saying Jesus love everybody, obviously he do not know who is Jesus. The God of the Old Testament is the same God of the New Testament. They try their best to say to you that the God of the Old Testament is not the same as the God of the New Testament. That is absolutely false. A bunch of liars. We have tons of verses in the Bible. Like if we go to Zechariah. Can somebody post for me Zechariah chapter 14? Then the Lord will go forth and fight against those nations. The Lord. Who? The Lord. They do not know. Just remember the Israeli government. You know what? Let me invite you, future, so we can love me and you together. I want to show everybody how stupid you are. Future said, just remember the Israeli government. You defend and destroy many countries along with America. I want to know how Israel destroyed America. Come to the mic. Come here, tell me. I want to learn from you. Israel destroy America. I want to know. Go ahead. I just invited you. Why you don't come to the stage? Guys, Israel destroyed many countries. Israel. Sick people. They blame Israel for anything, all the shit they have. Israel destroyed many countries. Name for me one and tell me where you get it from. Israel destroyed Iraq, you dummy. Guys, Israel destroyed Iraq and Syria. I mean, can you believe those donkeys? Can you believe the donkeys of this world? What Israel have to do with Iraq? It is the Iraqi militant Muslims are shooting at Israel. Israel never shot at them. Never. Saddam Hussein, more than 30, 40 years ago, he shot his rocket. Allahu Akbar. Guys, I said, kick this demon out. Nobody kick him out. Let me kick him out. Get out of here. How to ban this donkey? He is the one that's attacking Syria now. The Syrian and Hezbollah and the Shia and Al-Qaeda and ISIS. Israel is the one destroyed. Many countries. Give me the army of Israel for 1 week and then I will show you what destroy means. They blame the Jews for anything. If he could not have sex with his wife, he would blame the Jews. I am an Arab. I'm born there. And I know the truth very well. They teach us, even when we are 5, 6 years old, that the Jews are pigs. We have to kill them. They are our enemy. And then when it is Muslim class, they teach them that the Jews and the Christians are pigs, but we kill Saturday first and then we kill Sunday next. This is the education of Muslims. The stupid Jews, they do the opposite. They just want to do business. They don't care. This is why you see many Jews actually decide with Muhammad and Islam, just make business. So they want to sign an agreement with Dubai just for business. They want to sign an agreement with Emirat for business, with Bahrain for business, for Saudi Arabia for business, even though they knew they hate them, they want to kill them. The Jews are dummies actually. They are not smart. They shake hands with the one who hate them most. We try to warn them, but they are not listening. When a Muslim he sign a peace agreement with the Jews, is just temporarily until they are strong so they can finish them. Now they cannot. If they go with war in Israel, they will lose miserably, as what happened with Hezbollah. Just few weeks ago, when Biden was in the office, the whole world is against Israel. Suddenly, a new guy came to the White House. Suddenly, everybody want to free into Israel again because they have a protection now. 2 weeks ago, they were evil. 2 weeks after, they are going to be our friends. Even United Nations don't dare to say anything about Israel now. Trump, he might kick them out from New York. Just we changed the president. So the Jews, they were alone. And Joe Biden, the filthy, was supporting Hamas. So in the appearance, he make himself like he is supporting Israel, but in reality he was totally against them. All the devilish party of Democrat, they pray, even though they don't believe in God, for the destruction of Israel. They support Hamas, but if they go to Gaza, they will throw them from the top of the roof. Queer for Gaza, queer for Hamas, but if the queer go there, they will F him and they will kill him. This is how stupid those people are. Israel is doing nothing. In fact, they are doing everything wrong. The agreement now they have with Hamas is absolutely stupid. The war of almost 2 years with Hamas is absolutely stupid because they can finish it in 1 week. Just because they are worried what the world will say about us. They will say about you bad no matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you do. If you go to war, they will accuse you. If you don't go to war, they will accuse you. They kidnap your women, still they accuse you. They burn them alive, still they accuse you. They rape them, still they accuse you. You rape no women, still they will accuse you. They will attack you no matter what you do. Go to Gaza and live there. Even Arab don't like them. Even Arab will not welcome them. Gangs, criminals, prostitution. Everybody go to sleep at night except people of Gaza. Go check it why. What they do for a living actually? What the people of Gaza do for a living? How they can build all those massive buildings? Where the money coming from? Drugs, hashish, prostitution, and United Nations for free, food for free, medicine for free, school for free. And the stupid word, oh, people of Gaza, let us build a hospital for them. So we don't have a free health insurance in USA, but a citizen in Gaza have a free hospital. Do you know in Gaza you can get treated for cancer for free? In America we cannot. And we, the stupid American, we pay for it. And then they curse us after we give them the money. Do you know that the stupid Joe Biden, he donated $50 million for condoms? Where? In Gaza alone. They take the money, they buy a weapon with it. Kamala gave them $50 million for condoms. Where? What? It's not for food. $50 million for condoms. I thought Allah is the biggest condom they use. CP, should US take over Gaza? My friend, the talk is easy. To take over Gaza, you have to do it not by making Egypt will never agree. Jordan will never agree. I will tell you why. Because they're afraid. You see, 2 million from Gaza, they will destroy Egypt. 2 million from Gaza, they will destroy Jordan. So those countries, they are not against having more people in their land. They have massive land. It's empty. But those are different kind of people. They are drug dealers, cartel, criminals. Nobody will welcome anybody from Gaza. So in order for Trump to do what he is saying, they have to drift them out by force. So destroy the border with Egypt, clash with the Egyptian army, push them away, and then you can push the people of Gaza. Is the American willing to do that? I don't think so. The only thing Trump he can do, he can torture Egypt in an economic way. He can put sanctions on them. The regime will collapse. So then he might agree. Otherwise, there's no other solution. So depend on what Trump really is willing to go, how far he want to go. He can do it, But it's going to take a lot more than a speech. A lot more than just cutting assistance. He have to put sanctions on those government so he can force them to come to an agreement. And those countries are very poor. They can collapse so easy. Like Egypt right now, they cannot even afford to buy bread for their citizen. Everything becomes so expensive. Inflation is so crazy. They're, you know, the country, they keep having babies, and there's no job, there's no food, there's no water. Even water they don't have. In fact, Israel right now, if they stop supplying Jordan with water, Jordan will collapse just by water alone. If I am in charge of Israel, I will take Jordan immediately. Those who live there, those Arab, are not from there. Israel today is so small to be protected. It's dangerous. They have too many enemies. And time will come and they will have nukes. And when all your population is located in a small, tiny area, it doesn't take too many bombs to finish them all. So Israel have to do something about it. It's very dangerous. All of Jordan is empty. Empty. You know what empty is? It's empty. Israeli army can take Jordan in 2 hours. If I am exaggerating, I don't think it's going to take them 1 hour. Israeli army is 25 miles away from Damascus. Only. All the countries around them is doomed. Egypt is collapsing. The economy is so horrible. They can't go at war for even 24 hours. War costs a lot of money. They have even no food for the army. Israel right now, with the existence of Trump and Department of Defense, which have a Christian minister, everybody is siding with them. Joe Biden days is over. It is their time now to do what is right. Those people will never. You see, who says that 60, 70 years ago Israel will have Jerusalem? It's like now what you are saying. The Christian prince says take Jordan. What are you talking about? It's the same. 70 years ago, if somebody says the Jews will take Jerusalem, people will laugh. How you can take Jordan in Israel? You know, it's gone. That's it. The Muslims took it long time ago. The same they took Jerusalem, they can take Jordan. The same they took Jerusalem, they can take Sinai, which is their land. And their enemy will never have peace with them, no matter what you do. Even if you sign peace agreement with every single one of them, government will change. Peace agreement is a piece of paper, will cut it, and they will attack you. In order to have peace with your neighbors, they have to believe in peace first. They don't believe in peace. They are Muslims. They kill each other. So Israel have one solution to survive, is not to stay in a small, tiny land. Do you know how wide this distance here? A few kilometers. The farm of George Bush is bigger than Israel. I'm serious. The farm of George Bush in Texas is bigger than Israel. So Iran is preparing to attack them. Iraq preparing to attack them. Saudi Arabia, everybody is preparing one day to attack Israel. If they have a small land and all of them they gather in the same day and they have nukes, that is extremely dangerous to have all the population in a small tiny area. They have to take the land, the land of their grandfathers, and spread the population around so they can be safe and secure. The more you spread them out, the more danger is going to be less. The more they are concentrated in a massive big cities, the more it is dangerous. So all what they need to do, look, this is all what Israeli is. Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, Haifa. So all what they need to do is just nuke, and then you get rid of maybe 70% of the Jewish population. Israel today is at a great risk, even though they have a powerful army, because time will come and everybody will have nukes. Nukes will become a fire war game. It's not going to be even considered as a weapon no more. But if Gaza become US territory, will they still fight on US border, or still forced to stop? I don't know what they mean. First of all, it's not going to become a US territory. This is not what Trump is talking about. Trump talking about investing, making it a Riviera, a beach for, you know, tourism, etc., which means he's talking about business. Is going to be under the command of Israel, is going to be part of Israel. In fact, when the Israelis signed peace agreement with Egypt, they offer Egypt to take Gaza. They refuse. They told them, take the Gaza, make Gaza part of you, part of your country. Egypt refused. Go check it out. Nobody won them. Jordan is not for Israel. Jordan for who? Can you tell me Jordan for who? Jordan for who? So when Jesus get baptized, he got baptized where? Are you there, Mr. Alani? When Jesus got baptized, he got baptized where? So Jordan belonged to who? Who was the king of Jordan in the time of Jesus? So what do you mean Jordan is not for Israel? What is the name of the kingdom of Jordan in the time of Jesus? No kingdom there, no kings. The country of Jordan does not support Israel. They are Muslim. Why they would support Israel? Not only they are Muslim, they are 75 to 80% from Gaza. Jordan now, the majority of it is from Gaza. That's why the king of Jordan, he feared them, because they can overrun him and get. Actually, they tried. You know, there's something called the Black September. At that time, Yasser Arafat, the Palestinian, so-called Palestinian, which they are not Palestinian, they launched a war to take over Jordan and to kill the king of Jordan at that time. And almost they were successful. Almost. And the king of Jordan, he killed tens of thousands of those so-called Palestinians. Go search right now for the Black September. Why is it called the Black September? Because tens of thousands of Hamas, even though Hamas at that time doesn't exist, but it's the same garbage. They were involved in the war trying to take over Jordan. They wanted to kill the king of Jordan and to establish a Palestinian Hamas state. Again, there's no Hamas at that time, but the same garbage, Yasser Arafat. Those are the Palestinians shooting at the Jordanians. The Jordanians now in Jordan are very minority. In fact, the only Jordanian there are the Christians. The rest are Arab Muslims coming from Saudi Arabia. In fact, the king of Jordan himself is a Saudi. He's not from Jordan. Those are the Palestinians going to kill the Jordanians. Yasser Arafat announced himself the ruler of Jordan. History always repeats itself, and stupid people, they have no clue. Those are the Palestinians. So Jordan, they opened their border to bring them and give them refugee. The refugee, second day, they want to kill them all. Jordan Black September. The Arab killing the Arab. Those, the Bedouin Jordanian, they were fighting with the king, killing the Jordanian. And not to forget that the Chechenian in Jordan, like Kadyrov, they fought in the side of the king of Jordan against the Palestinian, and they killed many of them. And we are talking about tens of thousands of people died in that war. This is why it's called the Black September. This is the King Hussein, who is not even a king. He is just a Bedouin from Saudi Arabia, brought by the intelligence of the UK, Her Majesty the Queen, and James Bond. At that time, James Bond was Lawrence the Arabian. Is a real person, not a fiction story. All right? So as you see, in Syria, they killed Palestinians. In Lebanon, they kill Palestinians. In Jordan, they kill Palestinians. They kill Palestinians everywhere. But why? Because wherever they go, they try to take over. That's why nobody wants them. You bring them, you give them houses, you give them jobs. You even those countries, they, like, if there is a job to apply for, if you are a Palestinian, you get the job. The local, he don't. Can you believe it? Yet, like, look what they did in Kuwait. Kuwait, they gave every Palestinian a house, a villa, in fact, not a house, a villa, a car, a big salary, just because he's a Palestinian, a residency. They treated like way better than the people of the country. As soon as Saddam Hussein, he attacked Kuwait, the Palestinians, they start rob and attack the Kuwaiti army and join Saddam Hussein. Reality, my friend. But people, they choose to be fooled. Nobody want to see history. All of them, they are fascist. Fascism flourish in the land of the Arab. I grew there. I know very well what I'm talking about. Even Hitler, he was their beloved baby. The only book, the only place in the world where the book of Hitler is published and sold everywhere, even for free, is in the Muslim countries, specifically Gaza, Ramallah, Jordan, Syria, you name it. This is Hitler with Al-Husseini, the Imam of Jerusalem. He is the one who advised Hitler to burn the Jews. Hitler, he wanted to kick out the Jews. Al-Husseini told him, you kick them, they will go against you again. Kill them. He said, what? He said, okay, burn them. Nobody will find out. Just burn them. And the Muslim, they joined Hitler's army by a massive number. From Albania, from everywhere. If you do not know, we do know. Hitler, he loved the filthy Muhammad because both are filthy. No, Al-Husseini is a Muslim Sunni. This is not Shia. All right. My point that the land promised for Jesus, Israel, is God's kingdom. My friend, I'm sure you don't know what you are talking about. God, he promised Abraham that his seed will have that land. And your God is Jesus too. Same time, the kingdom of Jesus is not going to be in this earth. So you are ignorant. This earth will be destroyed. What are you talking about? This is the land of the Jews. And this is where the Jews belong. In the top of that, if you are a person who believes that you are Christian, you should know that the Bible says Israel will be saved. Israel will be saved. So maybe you listen to some dummy, hatred, filthy, scumbag priest who they think that by attacking Israel, they are bringing victory to Jesus. In fact, they are a scumbag. They don't know Christianity, and they are helping Islam. For the more we attack Israel, the more Islam take over you. What is preventing the Muslim from taking Rome? They are busy with Israel. Your Pope is a potato. Your leaders are homosexual. They are busy with the transgender and festival for the gays. Who is the one, the Muslims now, is making them feel the pain of not having victory? Is that Germany? Is that France? Is that England? Where the Pakistani grooming the girls of England and nobody doing anything about it? Which country? Sweden? Finland? Norway? The only one is the biggest obstacle for the Muslim to conquer is Israel. And the stupid you is busy. Oh, this is not their land. This is their land. Where Jesus was born. Oh, Jesus, he did not give it. No, he gave it to them. And you know, you are doing the same as the Muslims, just to show you how hypocrite you are. So Muhammad says, okay, we'll take the land of the Christians because God gave it to us from them. So is it their land or it's not their land? So if you believe that the Jews should not have their land no more because they did not believe in Jesus, then why you get upset from Muhammad taking your land? Because you don't believe in him. Hypocrite, coward, and a donkey in the same time. Or your logic only work for your benefit. So you can take the land of somebody else because you don't believe in your religion, but if you take your land because you don't believe in his religion, he's bad. Christian Prince, hating others will get you nowhere. I don't know, Getcha, you are talking about hate, but you suck the urine of your prophet, which is full of hate. Can you come to the stage and tell me what are you talking about? It's your God who love the fascist. Your God himself is a fascist. Come and join us. Let us see who's talking about hate. We don't teach hate. We are fighting against hate. So I am a Christian, and there's many, they are hating the Jews. As simple as that, including some, they claim to be Christians. So we are saying to them, shame on you. This is their land. You like it, you don't, it is their land. Where is the grave of Abraham located? Where is the house of Abraham located? Where is the grave of Solomon located? David. Where is Jesus was born? All of us, we say the answer. It's in Israel. So suddenly now this is not their land. Who is the one who given you license to take the land from them? So you will go to the Bible and you will find some verses speaking about the synagogue of Satan. But you coward, you forgot that in the same Bible says Israel will be saved, and tens of thousands of Jews, they converted to Christianity even in the time of the disciples. In one speech done by Peter, 3,000 Jews converted to Christianity in 15 minutes. This is Israel. And those are Israel. So your excuse is the one who accepted, who don't accept, you are a liar. Because most of the Jews actually, already they are Christians. This is Israel. I warn you, anyone he claimed to be Christian and he speak against Israel, he is a traitor to Jesus and he is a false man. In fact, he worked for the devil Muhammad. You cannot be Christian and you join the enemy of Israel, because the whole plan is what? The whole plan is to make Muslims dominate the last inch in the Middle East. So those who they claim to be priests of God and they speak against Israel, tell them, okay, hold on, we will join all the forces in the world, as the Bible said, that the nations will gather against you, Israel. The Bible predict that. The Bible never lie. But those nations are the pagan. Those nations are the filthy, and you want to join them. You know why? Because you are filthy. Because you are no Christian. But CP, they are now against Jesus. You are against Jesus too. The whole world is against Jesus. Why you want to take Israel from them? I mean, do you see the hypocrisy you have? So is Indonesia for Jesus? No. Okay, why you don't want to take Indonesia then? Is Saudi Arabia for Jesus? I mean, do you see the hypocrisy? Same time, who said that they are against Jesus? Don't you know that in Israel there's a lot of Christians? So suddenly knows this is not Israel no more. So an Israeli who became a Christian, he is not Israeli no more. He's a Christian now, huh? Israel is the children of Israel. Is not just somebody. His name is Israel. It's an ethnic, not only a religion. So those children, some of them they become a Christian, they believe in Jesus, those are still Israel. Some of them they refuse, still they are Israel. But because you are a hypocrite, you're like a snake, you know the snake? She wanna bite only someone, his name is a Jew. Even if he's a Jew Christian. And now because they refuse Jesus, some of them, We have to bite them. You are a dog. You are a dragon. You are filthy. You are the same as Muhammad. The whole world is against Jesus. How come you concentrate on the Jews? When Joe Biden, he brought the gays in the day of the Easter and he put the flag. How come you are not against America? When in France, they make fun of Jesus in front of hundreds of millions, did you go in the street to protest? No. But you're against the Jews. The Jews. You know why? Because they are the minority. And your teeth only appear in front of the minority. But in front of the beast, you are a cat, you are a rat, you are nobody. Don't promote war in Jordan. My friend, you took the land, this is not yours, and they have the right to take it. The same you took it by the sword will be free. It doesn't matter how long you stay in the land. The Muslim, they took Syria by the sword. By the sword, Syria will be free, not by flowers. So if you're against war, leave the land which is not yours. You took Iraq by the sword, Iraq will be free. So you don't take a land by sword and then you say, don't promote war. Muhammad, he took the city of Mecca from the Arab, who they are not Muslims. Muhammad, he took the city of Yathrib from the Jews, who they are not Muslims. Muhammad, he kicked all the Jews and the Christians from the Arabian Peninsula just because they refused to accept him. So, can the Jews go back and take Yathrib? Yes, they can. This is their city. Don't promote war. So, when the war works for your side, you promote war. When the war go against your benefit, you're against war. I'm just saying you what Israel should do. But sadly, Israeli are just looking to live. They are not thinking about the future. Their enemy around them is waiting for the day they can annihilate them. They can't wait. What Iran have to do with Israel? How far Iran is? Look how far. It is Islam, my friend. So if you know that all your enemies around you, they hate you just because of your religion, you will be a fool to believe in peace. It's just about when, not about why. We know why. Muhammad, he said, time will come and you will kill the Jews. And if a Jew, he said, a Jew, he hide behind a tree or a tree, the tree and the rock will say there's a Jew behind me, kill him. So if the Jews are waiting for that day to happen, that means the Jews, they decide to kill themselves. And thanks to you, Christians, you support anyone who's against the Jews because you're an idiot. Seeking your own death too. They finish with them, they come to you. This is how donkey stupid you are. And you claim to be Christian. Saturday first, Sunday is next. This is what I learned when I was in school. I was a kid, I didn't know what they are talking about. What Saturday first and Sunday next mean? Then I learned, now we are busy with the Jews. Tomorrow we will kill the Christians. It's just a matter of time. Everything is in order. The filthy Muhammad, he says, the last hour would not come unless the Muslims will fight against the Jews, and the Muslim would kill them. Kill what? Kill them. Who? All the Jews. until the Jews would hide themselves behind a stone or a tree. Look how poor they are. But guess what? Even the stones and the trees will deliver them. Will say, hey, hey, Muslims, O servant of Allah, there's a Jew behind me, kill him. So when somebody, he go against Israel, he is supporting the faith in Muhammad and the genocide of the Christians too. Muhammad, he said the same of the Christians. Time will come. Muhammad, he claimed that the Christians are the Roman, the people of the cross, and the people of Allah. And then one of the guys of the cross, he will insult Allah, and then the Muslim will kill them all. The same story. Talking to the dummies is a waste of time. But I assume that there is some people, they have little brain still left. Or some of them, they are smart, but they are few. Go ahead, Hidi.
Hi, CP, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good, good. As you know, I'm a ex-Muslim, and I've always, there's always two sides of history. And to this day, I don't really know what exactly happened in Israel and Palestine. Because I've always just, exactly what you're telling me right now. Jews are bad, Jews are evil. They are the worst. They are evil. They're doing all of this. They killed all of our people. But what exactly happened when, I don't know, I'm relying on your history. I know you have a great deal of knowledge. Maybe you can educate me and whoever else might not know. But what exactly happened when the Jews were brought back in at the time of in the beginning, or at the time of Nakba? What exactly happened that caused the entire conflict to start between the Palestinians and the Israelis? Why couldn't they integrate together?
First of all, there's no Palestinian there. Those are not Palestinian. The only one we can count Palestinians are the Canaanite, which are the Christians. Those are exist for hundreds and thousands of years before the Arab. The Arab, they came to that land in the 670 something, in the time of Umar al-Khattab. You can go and read the Pact of Umar. Same time, the Jews are not abroad. The Jews are in that land, but they were scattered during many reasons. As an example, the Jews during the time of Muhammad, they joined forces against the Roman with the Persian. So when the Persian, they attacked Jerusalem, and then they occupied Jerusalem, but then they lost the war again. So the Roman, they seek revenge and they kick all the Jews from the land. But that will not change the fact that this is their land still. So the Jews during the time, they scattered everywhere. This is why we see Jews are exist in Saudi Arabia. Why? They are seeking a land where the enemy will not reach their hand. At that time, the Arab, they were fine with the Jews. There's no Islam, there's no Muhammad. So they came far away to the desert, seeking to stay away from the Roman. The Roman, they occupy Israel for a long, long time, but doesn't mean Roman have the right to be Israel. This is the land of the Jews, no matter how long the Roman, they occupied. So when the Jews, as you say, they start coming back, this is by the agreement with the Sultan of Turkey. At that time, still he is the caliphate. So he agreed that Jews, they can come back to their lands, and they buy lands from anyone they wish. They did not occupy anything. So any single house they have, either because they have it from before or because they bought it from somebody. They did not kick people out. They did not steal land. They came and they bought lands and houses, coming back to their home. This dream. This is their home. They are not foreigners. This is their land. But then, when the Arab, they notice that the Jews are coming and their numbers is increased, they start calling for finish them. go to war against them. So they did go at war with the Jews. They lost. And war after war after war, and the more war they do, the more land they lose. To the point, the Jews, they were able to take Jerusalem. Even though the Jews, they were not planning even to establish a state. They just wanted to go back home to their dreamland. They never asked for a state. They never have a government. They never have a king. They said, we want to go back home. But because the evil Muslim, they don't want them to be there. They cannot accept them there. Even though the Sultan, he said, yes, you can. And they gave a lot of money to the Sultan. It wasn't for free. It was not for free. A lot of money. Let us please go to our land. So the Muslim Turkish Sultan, he is the one who agreed. Go back. The Arab Muslim, they could not take it. They start attacking the Jews. And each time they attack, they lose. And until now, the same history repeating itself. Each time they attack, they lose. So, the king of Jordan now, his father is a scumbag. His father is other scumbag. None of them is from that land. They are Saudi. They are from Mecca, in fact. In fact, they are proud about themselves. They are descendant from Muhammad. So what he's doing in Jordan? He's an occupier. The occupier, the Arab, occupy the land, and they don't want the Jews to go back to their land. Imagine. The Arab, they believe, the Arab Muslim, any land we take it, we should not give it back. And this is why their dream is to take back Spain, even though Spain have nothing to do with the Arab. They took it. They controlled for hundreds of years. And when the Spanish, they were able to free themselves from the Muslims. Until now, the Muslims, they have maps. And the map is including Spain, including Rome, including Romania, Bulgaria, including France. Because they wanted to control it. A land we enter it, we should not leave it. So the whole idea of the war with the Jews is the Muslims' greed and supremacy. They believe that they are supreme. How in the world the Jews, they take us? How in the world the Christians, they kick us? We are the Muslims. Allah gave us their women. Allah gave us their land. We will not let it happen. So this is the whole story. The story is the Jews are fought just because they are Jews. But this is their land. As simple as that. When I was in Ukraine, I was invited to a house. I did the, I was invited to do a seminar, but I could not do the seminar in that church. So I invited to the house of those people, and then he said to me, do you know why we have our food involve a lot of pork? I said, no, I don't know why. He said, because the Muslims, they used to attack our villages. Imagine Ukraine, how far Ukraine from the Muslims? They are not safe from them. They go by tens of thousands. The Turkish. And they invade all the villages. And they take all the food. The only thing they leave behind is pigs. They take the cow, they take the sheep, they take the chicken, they take the crops, they take anything. So he said the villagers, they noticed that those Muslims don't take pigs. So they stopped growing sheep, stopped growing cows. Because why want to grow it? In 2 months from now, they will come and steal it. They are thieves, they are criminals. If we try to find them, they are massive in number. We are no match. We don't have army. We don't have a king to fight them. So they started growing pigs. Was the Ukrainian the Jews at that time? No. This is Islam, the religion of theft. They want to take everybody land. And the Jews is just one more victim of this garbage religion. All right?
Yeah, that's a good lesson. That's a good lesson. It ties in very well with the scripture as well.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, CP.
You're welcome. What the Muslims have to do with so-called Turkey now? How Turkey become Turkey? Erdogan, he makes speeches about the occupation when all his country is not Turkey. Not a single inch of what so-called Turkey belong to the Turkish. It's a land they stole from everybody. From the Armenian, from the Greek, from the Assyrian, from the Chaldean, from the Syrian, from the Aramaic, from the Kurdish. From everybody. And then he makes speeches about the occupation of Israel. The same as Jordan. Ask the king of Jordan, who are you? He said to you, we are from the family of Muhammad. So what do you have to do with Jordan? And why the Jordanian accept a Saudi to be their king? Because they are Arab. And they are not from there. They are occupier too. All of them, they are tribes coming from Saudi Arabia. They have nothing to do with the land. So when I say Israel should take Jordan, because this is belong to them, not to those people. And you know, if I am a Jordanian, if you ask me which one you prefer to live as a citizen, a citizen of the king of Jordan's comeback, or a citizen of an Israel, I would say Israel. I can't compare. If you tell the Jordanian, we will give you Israeli citizen, trust me, everybody will take it. How many people apply to get citizenship of Jordan a year? Who in the world want to do that? But how many people they migrate to Israel every year? Why? There's a reason. Wherever Muslims goes, land is going to be, even lands are harassed. You see, look at Jordan now. It's a desert. If you give this land to the Jews, the land will become paradise. I'm not exaggerating. Israel is one of the biggest producers for olive oil, grape, juice, wine, fig. What happened? But this is the same land. How those people, they turn the desert into heaven. The Arab, you give them the land, they run their goats. The goat eat everything in the ground. In 2 years, it's going to be desert. You give the same land to the Jews, you will not find one goat in the land. And if they want to grow animals, they contain them. They study the case, how we put them here, we move them there. We grow trees, we don't allow them to go there. They are smart. The Arab, he grow a goat. Hey, goat, go and straight. Yeah, the goat is eating the trees. Hey, yeah, eat it, eat it. We want milk today. Okay, don't care. If you search right now, like if not for copyright, I can play some videos for you. You will see the difference. The Arab land turning into desert, even though it was not a desert. And when I say the Arab land, I don't mean really their land. I mean the land they occupied, like Syria, like Jordan. Even Egypt used to be heaven. Look at Egypt today. I saw some documentaries. Like from the first day the Israeli, they start building, they were thinking about their dream is to how to turn this desert into the beautiful heaven. I wish I can play for you videos, but I know we will have a copyright strike. Otherwise, it's a great example why some people they are losers and why some people they are winners. This is Israel, my friend. the desert turned into heaven. Very desert, extreme desert, where water is not available. So while the Arab look at them, how they live, and look how the Israeli live. Why? Smart people. If you look at the land actually there, me myself, I cannot believe that this is a land you can make it what it is now. I mean, even the soil is bad. Right away from the first beginning of Israel, the dream was how to turn the land into heaven. They are not coming to destroy, they are coming to build. You give the Arab the land, if it is heaven, it's going to turn into desert. And how they do that? Simply they run their animals everywhere. If there is little tree trying to grow, the goat will eat it. If there is little grass starting to grow, the goat will eat it. They don't give a chance even to the earth to recover itself. In a natural way, their animals run everywhere. They don't use their brain. And that's why the desert in the Middle East are increasing in a massive way so fast, because they abuse the land. You know, the Israeli, they wanted to help Jordan one day, and for sure for their benefit, it's not, they are not doing charity. So they told the Jordanian king at that time, King Hussein, filthy scumbag, what about we run a tunnel from the Mediterranean Sea to the Dead Sea? We will pay for the whole project, and you will get a great benefit from it, because we will generate electricity, and your Dead Sea will be full of fresh water. You can grow even fish, you can generate electricity, you will have more rain. Simply your sea will be full. The Dead Sea is dead, is empty. The level of the water is dropping so fast, to the point maybe in 20-30 years from now is going to be no water at all. The Jordanian king, he says, oh, the Jews, why the Jews want to do that? And those Muslims, they start going crazy. No, we should not accept. Don't accept. Don't help the Jews. The Jews don't do things for free. So they refuse. 20 years gone, 30 years gone, 40 years gone. The Jordanian now, they are kissing the ass of the Israeli, saying, please let us do the project. Israel says no. We need it at that time, now we do not need it. So if the stupid Jordanian agree, the Dead Sea will be a living sea. They can use it for transportation. Imagine how much rain is going to provide, because you have a sea now. You have a massive land which is no water in it no more. We can fill it up to the top. We can generate a lot, because you know the Dead Sea, in case you do not know, is way down in earth, way down than the sea level. So the water will run from the Mediterranean Sea naturally without pumps to the Dead Sea, and that will generate a lot of electricity for free forever. So what they will do in the beginning, they will speed the water to fill up the sea, but after that they will make the running water is just to cover the loss of water by heat, by rain, etc. Like, you know, it's a desert, so the sea will lose water every year. So they will run water to cover the loss of the water from the Mediterranean Sea. That will turn into this area around the sea, especially, we can say at least 70 kilometers around it, if not 100 kilometers, will become a paradise. The stupid Jordanian, they refused. And why they refuse? Just because they hate the Jews. As simple as that. Their hate blinded them. Even though this project was going to be great for every human being who live in that area. Muslim, Christian, Jews, doesn't matter. Rain will come to everybody. Food will be for everybody. But because of their hate, they refused. They refused totally. Give this land to Israel, and you will see how this land will become paradise. I assure you that. Look what they are doing in Europe. Give Europe to the Muslim, Europe will become third world countries. It's already a third world country. Just look around you. So which one is better to live in? Ask any Christian, ask any Muslim who live in Israel. Which country you like to live in? Jordan or Israel? You say Israel. Israel or Syria? Oh, Israel. Ask the Syrian, who they are from Syria, supposedly, the Druze. Which country you like more? They will say Israel. Why I don't move to Israel? It's not my land, this is their land. This is a good question. Why I want to go to the land is not mine. To steal it from them? I'm just saying to the people, give the land to the people. So you want me to go there to take it from them? Who said to you I will mine? If they give me a residency, I will go. I would love to go. Abdul, we are speaking about facts. You are just being a dumb person. None of the Muslim countries have better life than any place in Israel. Nobody. Israel is the only civil nation in the Middle East. The only place where is election. The only place where there is a human right. You speak about a human right, they are the only one who have a human right in the Middle East. In the Middle East, if you say one word against any president, any king, you, your family, your offspring will disappear in 2 seconds. Those who speak for a human right, they are the first one to kill. Just make one statement against them. The ruler of Qatar, his father is in jail. His father, he put him in jail just to take over. Go speak one word against the king of Jordan and see what will happen to you. Or what about Syria? Oh boy. What about Iraq? Don't even mention it. What about Emirat? Oh man, very freedom. What about Egypt? Abdul, trust me, if the Middle East is not a piece of shit, I will not come into America. I'm just telling you. If not the Middle East become a piece of shit because of Muslims, I will never be in America. Why want to come to America? What for? Now, do they have a sky here different from the sky there? I will tell you what there is different. There's a freedom. And freedom is priceless. In those countries, you are a piece of shit. You can't even open your mouth. You live like a goat, you die like a goat. You can't say what you believe, and you cannot believe what you say. You have to say what they like you to say. In the Middle East, you are a slave. You are a dog. You are someone who have a leech in his head. You think you are a human, but you are not. And nobody treats you like a human. In America, I can make fun of Trump. I can make fun of Joe Biden. I can make fun of any governor, any government, any police. And I will not be arrested. The same in Israel. Go see how they throw tomato at the house of Netanyahu. Go see how they shoot at him, shout at him, call him names. Nobody's arrested. Can you do that in any country in the Middle East? If you can, let me know. If you can do that in any country in the Middle East, then I will say there's a country. As long citizen cannot say that, cannot do that, that means there's no country. It's a farm. It's a farm where people, they are treated like animals. I can take my gospel and I can teach in the front of a synagogue in Jerusalem. You can go right now and search. There's tons of videos of a Christian preaching the gospel of Christ in the front of synagogues in the heart of Jerusalem. Can I do that in Iraq, in Saudi Arabia, in Emirat, Bahrain? You cannot. You've seen many videos of Jewish priests not happy with Israel because they are dumb. So why they are staying there? Leave. You see, a second ago you said to me, why you don't go to Israel then? And you are saying to me, there's many Jewish priests, they are unhappy with Israel. So why you don't? Why they call themselves Jews, and why they call themselves? Why they are living in Israel? Those are the dumb. You see, all our struggle is about what? Is to fight dummy, stupid people. So if he is a Jew, doesn't mean he's smart, not necessarily. When the Jews, they were delivering the Jews to Hitler. Are they Jews? Yes, they were Jews. But what they do? They call the Gestapo. They say there's a Jew hiding in this house. Come and arrest him, and they get paid for it. Jews, they do that to the Jews. So there's, in history, in every nation, there's people. Judah, he betrayed Jesus. You never heard of Judah? Obviously, Judah don't like Jesus. So he decided to call the police for him. So you are telling me there is a Judah, he don't like Jesus, huh? And that is the proof that Israel is bad. Those are the dumb who betray their own people. So when a Jewish man, he side with the Muslims who want to kill every Jew, do you think he is smart or he is demonic, possessed person, or maybe bribed? Is it possible that I am a Christian and I side with the one who want to kill the Christians? It can be if I am a fake Christian, right? You know, just to give you an example of dummy people here. Look at this guy, Mr. Hanny. Let me put his comment in the screen. Hold on, Mr. Hanny. Where is Mr. Hanny? Henny, Mr. Henny, what he said? CCP calling Jews who did not like Bibi action stupid. This is not what I said, you idiot. I don't like Bibi action too. I mean, do you see how stupid you are? He's not talking about those. He's talking about the Jews. They are against Israel, you donkey. Not as our Jews, they don't agree with Bibi. Same time, in politics, you can agree or disagree. However, I have a proof that Bibi is stupid. He is the one who caused all this problem to happen. Not creating Hamas, no, but he is the one who gave them the hope that if you kidnap our daughters, we will free all your criminals. So 20 years ago, the stupid Bibi, He exchanged 2,000 criminals from Hamas for one soldier, just one. So I'm against PP. What does have to do with being stupid or smart? You are stupid. You don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a Jew who's against Israel, which means he's against the existence of Israel as a state. He's dummy, he's dumb, and he is evil. So if you don't hear what I say because you don't use your ears, this is your problem. Peter was the one who denied Christ 3 times. What does this have to do with our topic? Just to show you how some people, they are so stupid. So if Jesus, he said something in his time, that means that goes forever. But the same people who are in front of him, they are the one who carry the Bible of Jesus to you. So if Israel is bad, as you claim, by taking a verse out of the words, out of the meaning, isn't it all the disciples of Jesus, or the majority, they were Jews? So who's Paul? If all the Jews are bad, if Jesus says the Romans have faith more than you, so the Jews have no faith at all, that is stupid of you to say. People, they manipulate any verse in the Bible to make it fit with their agenda, for they are satanic. If we go to Matthew 21, let me open the Bible. That said, they want to convince you that the Jews, they are cursed, they are bad, we should kill them. All right, we join Hamas and we kill the Jews, and then we finish all the problem with the world. Evil. They are full of hate. They claim to be Christians. This is Matthew 21, the one he's posting. This is, look what Mr. Henney said. Peter was the one who denied, that even denied Christ 3 times. No? Didn't Christ preach that Roman centurion had greater faith than all of Israel? Didn't Jesus move their fruit in Matthew? I don't know what this guy is talking about. His English is more funny than mine. But just to show you how dummy some people are. This is Matthew 21 in front of us. I'm trying to understand what he is saying in English. If you go to Matthew 21 and you go all the way to verse number 10, look what it says. And when he was come into Jerusalem, all the city was moved, saying, who is this? And multitude said, this is Jesus the prophet of Nazareth, the Galilee of Galilee. And Jesus went into the temple of God. So did the Israeli are moved by the coming of Jesus? Yes. Is it a great people who they love the coming of Jesus? Yes. Did they call him even a prophet? Yes. 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 Then the Messiah, he went to the temple. And the Messiah, he saw people buying and selling. So Jesus, he flipped tables on them. Is that what you are talking about? The Jews are bad now? Well, if you go to your church, how many things they are selling these days in the Vatican? Pictures of Mary? Pictures of Jesus? Statues of Mary? You do the same. However, Jesus is upset from them, not because they are going to the temple, but because they make the house of the Father a place of bazaar. When the chief priests and scribes saw wonderful things that he did, and the children crying in the temple, and saying, Hosanna to the Son of David, those are the Jews. But you remember, only the Jews who did not like Jesus. You don't like the Jews who like Jesus. So look what the children of the Jews they were saying. Those who? Those are the children of the Jews. Hosanna to the Son of David. They were sore displeased, and said unto him, Here's this though what these say? And Jesus said to them, Ye, have you never read, out of the mouth of the babies and suckling, thou hast perfected praise? And he left them, and he went out of the city. And we can read the rest. But I want to know how this guy who posted, he come to the conclusion that the Jews are bad in Matthew 21. I'm trying to find it. The same Jews are the one who welcomed him. The same Jews who listened to him. The same Jews is the one who believe in him. The same Jews are the disciples. Are you willing to come to the mic and say to me that Paul is an evil Jew? He's a Jew. Are you willing to come to the mic and say Peter is an evil Jew? Mary must be an evil Jew too. Joseph, he must be an evil Jew. They are Jews. And then he will mention to you that in Matthew 21, Jesus, he gave them a parable about when the owner of the field or like he have farmers working for him. And then the owner of the land, he come to them, or he send them his servants, and they beat them up, and they kill the other one, and they stone the other one. And then the owner, he sent another person, and the same they did to him. And then he sent his son. He said to himself, they will respect my son. But they did not. They killed his son. So he's trying to say to you, well, the Jews, all of them, they are evil. They killed the son. But just to show you how hypocrite you are, all the Jews, they killed the son? Or Jesus speaking about a group of people who they are against him, while there's a huge number of them, they believe in him. So they go to Matthew, they found Jesus speaking about how the owner of the land, he sent his son, hoping they would respect him. And that will be the excuse to hate all the Jews, including the Christians who became Christians. And to show you that this is cannot be about all the Jews, because not all the Jews, they are the one who deny Jesus. Not all the Jews, they want Jesus to be killed. Not all the Jews, they want Jesus to be crucified. There's a lot of Jews who believe in Jesus, they follow Jesus, and they never betray Jesus. But because this story serve your purpose and your agenda to make people hate the Jews, you'll love it. This is a story used by someone like Sam Shamshun, and he's a scam. But who is the one who wrote this story for you? The Jews. Who is the one who wrote this book? Who is the one who wrote those parables for you? Who is the one who discussed the stories? Who is the one who transformed the gospel to you? The Jews. But remember, the Jews are bad. They forgot that when Paul he speak about the Jews, that he is a Jew. They forgot that when Peter speak about the Jews, he is a Jew too. They want only to quote certain verses because they are evil. The same as when they say, Jesus says, the one who lived by the sword, he died by the sword. And then they say to you, Jesus saying, don't use sword. But this is not what the Bible says. Jesus says, the one who don't have a sword, go and buy one. They don't mention that verse for you. They mention only Jesus saying, the one who hit you in your cheek, give him the other one. But they never mention to you, Jesus said, if you don't have sword, go and buy one. Sell your clothes and buy one. But isn't this the same Jesus? Well, they don't like this verse. They don't want to mention it. Right? And when you mention to me, Mr. Henny, the hypocrite, the book of Acts, chapter 2, sorry. Why you don't mention the holy chapter? I will tell you why. Because the holy chapter will show that you are a stupid liar. As simple as that. You want only certain verses. Right? So he cut for us. Guys, let me show you the hypocrisy of this Henry or Henny. They are thieves. They are criminals. They are Hamas. So he said to us, read the book of Acts, chapter 2. And he jumped right away to verse number 22. But do you know why he wants you to read only 22? What about the rest? Why you want them to stop there? Why you don't want them to read the rest? What happened after that? Do you like to come to the stage? Henny, do you like to come to the stage? Are you a man who can come to the stage? And we can read together the book of Acts. Are you there? You want to play dead now? I want you to come and show people how evil they are in the book of Acts. Don't you want to read for us? You know, they claim that Jesus, he taught love. And they love everybody, but not the Jews. The second you say the Jews, no, Jesus did not teach to love the Jews. No. We love the Muslims. We love the Muslims. The second you say Jews, oh no. They are evil, they are disgusting, they are filthy. Oh boy. Those are Christian, they love everybody except the Jews. Oh, Lord have mercy. Scumbags everywhere has existed. Satanic heart. They clothe themselves with Halloween clothing, claiming to be angels. I never say. Anyway. You know, when Peter he spoke to the Jews, this is why I was asking this guy to come, as long he speak about Act 2. Why he want to read only verse number 22, 23, but he don't want to go all the way where the Jews, 3,000 Jews converted and accepted Jesus in 15 minutes. So are they the Jews? Are they cursed out of God heaven? This is after Jesus' crucifixion, not before. Remember, not before. Why they accepted Jesus if they are cursed? That's it, they are cursed. You know, they say to you that Jesus spoke. He said that the owner of the land, he sent his servant, they beat them, they killed one. Then he sent his son, they did disrespect him, they killed his son. Okay, they are cursed. So how 3,000 people they converted in 15 or 10 minutes speech? And they are Jews. They are what? They are nothing but Jews. The truth hurt, my friend. The truth hurt. Do we have any Abdul? I know a lot of Christians don't like the Jewish people. My friend, do we need to like anybody? This is not about likeness. This is about if you are a Christian and you claim to be a Christian and you claim that Jesus taught you to love, then don't be a hypocrite. Don't go and say we love Muslims, but the second we say Jews, you spit on them. It's not the Jews who they are raping your women, and not the Jews are burning your churches, and not the Jews are kidnapping your daughter. It's not. You are a hypocrite and coward. And I have one reason to say to you, you hate the Jews, because they are a small, tiny minority. So you try to show that you are a brave and you are the knight of Christ who defend Jesus against the one who is small. But against the real beast, you are a cockroach. You don't dare to open your mouth. Like your Pope. And by the way, this is not only in the Catholic Church. There's a Protestant, there's Orthodox, a lot of dummy, false, liar priests. They find that targeting the Jews are the soft target to make themselves the hero who defend the faith. In the front of Islam, they are so quiet. Right? Very quiet. Anyway, for me, and the Bible says it clearly, that a lot of people who claim to be Christians will go to hell. So if you are worried about the Jews, they don't accept Jesus, worry about yourself. You go, you have a girlfriend, and you claim to be a Christian. You go and you drink, and you do everything wrong, and you claim to be a Christian. And then you are worried about the Jews. You do gambling. You do everything wrong, and then you claim to be a Christian. You are just a false person like everybody else, and you are going to go to hell. You are worried about the Jews, but you do everything wrong in the book of God. Everything. You are the same as Muhammad and the Muhammadan. If you go check out that those who speak against the Jews, and by the way, I'm not saying that we should not say to the Jews they are wrong if they don't believe in Jesus. Absolutely not. Anyone who don't believe in Jesus, he will go to hell. It doesn't matter who is he. He is a Jew, he is a Arab, he is a Indian, he is a Chinese. It doesn't matter. Never stop saying the truth that if you don't believe in Jesus, you are going to hell. I'm not defending the Jews. I'm just proving the hypocrisy of those people who attack the Jews. There's only one simple reason they attack the Jews. They are soft target. As simple as that. If I write a book against the Jews, I'm not going to be kidnapped or killed. If I write a book against Muhammad, I will be wanted. Which one would be better business? And we know the answer. If I write a book against the Jews now, against Israel, Christian Prince, he wrote a book against Israel. I assure you, it's going to be very well-known book and I will make a lot of money. But if I make a book defending Israel, who is going to buy my book? Who? Nobody. As simple as that. If I make a book now praising Muhammad, how many people they promote my book? Why YouTube censor me? Why TikTok censor me? Because I speak against Muhammad. If I speak against Israel, I will be fine. As simple as that. Most of them, they are doing business. They don't care for God. This is why you see all of them. I want to buy a chair. I want to buy a van. I want to go vacation. I want to go, okay, guys, fund me. Buy me. Pay me. Their super chat is running like crazy. Because they love God. They are here for God. Are you kidding me? They don't care for money. Every single one of those, if you take from them the money of YouTube, they will never show up in YouTube. They are in YouTube for many hours live just because of super chat. If super chat disappeared, they will make a video for 15 minutes and they will go to watch TV. Am I lying? I warn you. And I warn you about other things too. My experience is anyone who go against Israel, he will be screwed up. I assure you that. Look what happened to Hitler. How powerful he was. Man, his army is massive powerful. The major point of weakness he did, the biggest mistake, when he killed the Jews. It doesn't matter what they say to you. Name for me one country. Go satanic against Israel and tell me what happened to them. Just name one. Whoever go against Israel is going to be punished by God. And that goes for individuals, not only to countries. Look at Turkey. Turkey before Erdogan used to be flourishing. Way better. We cannot compare. Look at the currency of Turkey. Horrible. Look at Qatar. How rich is Qatar? Extremely rich. I mean, money come from under the ground, but inside the country, there's a lot of things happening. They hate each other. Any second, any moment, they might kill each other and the whole country collapse. Any Muslim country goes against Israel is doomed. Any Western countries, any American country, there is something special about Israel. God, He promised Israel, regardless if they are good or bad, and God will promise and keep His promise. Whoever go against God, he will be a loser. So when God, He promised Israel something, nobody can take it away from Israel. Because you are trying to take it away not from the Jews, you are trying to take it away from God Himself. Good luck. That will be the most stupid decision you make. And you know, it's funny that I'm an Arab. I'm trying to convince you. Say, this is funny. I mean, those are European are really doomed and stupid. I don't know what to say. You know, I used to think about European before that they are the most smart, the most intelligent. But then I noticed what they do. I mean, look at their countries. They open their borders. They are confused about who is a woman, who is a man. They don't know how many gender there is. They don't know the bathroom should be used by who. Even in a sport, they want a guy with two big balls between his legs to dress like a girl, and he want to swim with the girls, and he fight to win the prize against the girls. I mean, this is amazing smart people. We can't take what they say seriously. They know everything about God and good. European, they are smart people. Like, what is a female? I don't know. You tell me. And you know, if you say, I believe there's two gender, whoa, this guy is evil. Did you hear what he say? Know what he said? He said there's two gender only. Oh no, we should be caught him. Evil, disgusting. He said that? Did he say he? You cannot say he. So the guy is talking like a girl wearing a skirt, and he want to school you about ethic. And who is he and who is she? You don't complain about them, but you complain about Israel. You see, freedom is good, by the way, because in a freedom society, you can see who is who. Like in Israel, there's gays, because there's a freedom. If you give a freedom in Iraq, half of the country will be gays. If you give a freedom in Saudi Arabia, everybody will be wearing a skirt, but because there's no freedom, nobody there. So the difference between certain countries and other countries is a freedom. Freedom exposes the filthy of us and the good of us. Because then you are home because you choose to be home. You are not in the nightclub in a Friday night or Saturday night because you've chosen to be, not to go in such a place. There's a freedom. Nobody can stop you. But if you cannot go, but you wish to go, how we will know? Where there is a freedom, there's a truth. Where there's no freedom, there's a lot of hypocrisy. As simple as that. So nobody dare to say what he believes because there's no freedom. And there's many priests, they are worried to say we defend Israel because they are living in an atmosphere where everybody hates Israel. So we cannot say that. We will lose our job. We will lose support. We will lose money. We will lose our place. So I better go with the wind. You got my book from Amazon? Okay, good for you. I hope you will like it. Don't forget to leave a review. Honest review, not say, don't say it's good if it's not good. Ken, go ahead, Ken. What do you want to say to us?
ICP, God bless you, what the work you're doing.
Thank you.
Just a quick review about, I mean, many people, Christian people, don't know about the Muslim eschatology, wherein they have, I mean, just like we Christians have a false prophet and antichrist. So they have prophet, we, as per us, Isa, they call is as prophet. For us, it is a false prophet, and then the Antichrist, which would be Mahdi, presuming. So they say that Isa will break the cross, kill the pigs, and all stuff. So many people, I mean, they will get deceived. I think so, because in the end times, when deceivers would come. That's what I believe.
Okay. Anything else?
No, but just wanted to know about your point of view about this. I mean, not studied much about it, but
My point about what? Say again?
about the eschatology, or I mean, would it be the Islam to dominate the world, or
No,
something like that
Islam cannot
in the end
dominate.
times?
No, Islam cannot dominate anything. Islam cannot dominate. It's even Muslim words. You know, people do not know that there's a big change happening in Muslim countries. Things is not going to the side of Islam. Like in Saudi Arabia right now, just 15 years ago, people have to close their stores and go to pray against their will. If you don't do that, they will beat you, they will arrest you, and then they will take you to jail. If you repeat that more than twice, third time you will be questioned for apostasy and you might be executed. Right now in Saudi Arabia, the Sharia police is gone. There's no Sharia police no more. The whole department is cancelled. Women, they can dress as they wish. Doesn't mean they can walk in the bikini, but still they are wearing short clothing. They don't need to cover their hair. There is theaters. There is nightclubs. Music was forbidden. So this is Saudi Arabia. If this is Saudi Arabia, what about the rest? So in the appearance, Muslims are still exist, but in reality, Islam is gone long time ago. Muslims themselves don't want Islam. In any country, the Muslim in that country try to make it Islamic, which means in the real way of Islam, will go and collapse. And nobody will like it. And they will be isolated, like what happened in Afghanistan. So, and even if Afghanistan, they don't practice really Islam, but a form of Islam. But the second they practice it, they will be isolated even by Muslims. No, Muslims don't want them. Like Saudi Arabia have a very limited number of how many Afghani can come to the country because there's Taliban. So they have to watch them. They watch their phones. They watch their email. They watch their connection. They have limited number of visas to be sure who is coming. And before they give you the visa, they have to make full study about who are you. What is your connection to Al-Qaeda, to ISIS? So Muslims themselves, they don't want Islam. But in the appearance, they claim to be Muslims. In the appearance, it sounds like they are Muslims. But the second I go to any Muslim countries, and then I check this country, I will see Islam is gone long time ago. Remember, Islam is not just a religion, it's a government. So if the government is not to be located, it means Islam is not to be located. Islam is not the same as a Christianity based on faith. It's based on politics and governing. So if the people don't want to vote for Sharia law, in a country the majority of it are Muslims, that means they are rejecting Islam. So who is stopping the Muslim in Algeria to follow Sharia law? Or Morocco? Or Tunisia? Or Egypt? Or Libya? Or? Is it America? No. Is it European? No, they don't want it. Nobody want it. So if really they are Muslims and they are successful with Islam, why they reject Islam? If Islam is the way of life, if Islam is the way of government, why do they want to have an Islamic government? For a very simple reason. Islamic government is very bad idea, and all Muslims, they knew that very well. This is why since the time of Muhammad, when Muhammad died, those Muslims, they struggle against the Islamic government, and the first war they have, it's called the war of apostate. As soon they notice that Muhammad is dead and now freedom is coming, everybody left. Even though by name still they are Muslims. They did not say we are out of Islam totally, but they said we don't want to practice anything. Okay, we are Muslims. The caliphate, they have to decide to go for war so he can enforce Islam as a government. Because without the government, there's no Islam. So now we are in the state of apostate, where there's no government of Islam in any Islamic country. Starting from Pakistan to Indonesia to wherever you go, which country they have Islamic government? Nobody. You go to Indonesia, they have nightclubs in the size of a city. Literally. What about Pakistan? What about, I mean, whatever country you want. What about Egypt? Nightclubs in Egypt is in every street. Belly dancers is almost half of the nation. Smoking and drugs is their best polluted air. And this is Egypt. What about Turkey? Did Erdogan, the Muslim Erdogan, the Imam Erdogan, close a single nightclub in Turkey? No. Do he even dare to do it? No. So when we say Islamic country or Muslims will dominate or not to dominate, look at them. They call themselves Muslims, but in reality, there is zero Islam. And if there is a Muslim, he is really serious about his religion, he will be watched carefully by Muslims. He will be traced, he will be chased, and mostly he will be arrested. Because then he is dangerous. This is why the dangerous Muslims are already, either they are chased or arrested. And the second a new one come, they watch him. When they are confirmed that he is a serious Muslim, he will be captured. By who? By Muslims. In Syria, the government of Syria now is Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda. A guy who stood in the middle of the street preaching Allah, he want to do jihad. They arrested him right away. Immediately. So jihad was a propaganda to take over the government. The second they took over the government, they don't want Islam no more. They want Islam as an image, but not as a reality. I hope I answered you.
Sure. Iran as well, because there are many atheists and all. But after Ayatollah Khamenei, most probably he would die. The regime would collapse.
Who will collapse?
I mean, Iran's regime.
Yeah, it's the same. In Iran, there is no Islam anyway. I mean, in the appearance, it's Islamic government. But if you go to Iran, you will find there is no Islam, really. What Islam? Muta, my friend, Muta is #1 business there. Women renting their vagina, prostitution. Horrible. I mean, the country is messed up. What Islam? If I go right now to YouTube and type one word, nothing to do with sex, just one word, you will see how Muslim women practice Islam in the Islamic countries, specifically the Middle East. This is the Middle East, my friend. Do you see it? This is the Middle East. This is not But we have to be honest here. They are wearing hijab. And they are singing Allah, Allah, Allah. If I play the music for you, you will hear it. Look at her butt is going up to Allah. Look, mashallah, mashallah. Yeah, and the other woman, she is riding the other women in a sexual position. This is the Middle East. Those are the Muslims. They get upset if somebody preach the gospel, but they don't get upset for this. This is nothing. If I want to show you, I mean, there is some, they are so scary. You have to sign in YouTube with your age in order to be able to watch. Allah, 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 Allah. Let us see. I just type one word actually. I did not even type, you know, much. Yeah. What Middle East? What about we go and take a trip to Jordan or Egypt? Sorry, guys. I just typed. I cannot show you really what I have in my screen now right now. I type in different browser. Just one word. Have nothing to do with sex really. And if you see what you will see in the screen, what I see in the screen, I cannot show you really. Very, very horrible. And the funny, this is all in YouTube. And YouTube, they don't flag those videos. I'm seeing literally women are naked. Muslim women are totally naked in YouTube. And nobody is flagging those videos. But my video, they get flagged. I cannot show you really what I see. So if you see the Middle East, you will not believe it. Very disgusting. What Hamas mean in Hebrew? I forgot really what Hamas mean in Hebrew. Hold on, let me remember. Hamas in Hebrew. I forgot really. It was a funny word. Okay, remind me. I remember it was something bad. Hamas. But I forgot really. Anyway, we have a song for Hamas. Maybe we should play it. There's a song, it's called Yalla Ya Hamas. But I don't want to get a flag for the video. Yalla Ya Hamas. Yalla Ya Hamas. Yalla Ya Hamas. All right. Yalla Ya Hamas. That's a good video. Anyway, I hope soon you will demolish them all and we will step on them as you see in the video. Filthy dogs. Any human. Yeah, but they can, YouTube right away, they can detect any copyrighted video and they will flag you, right? Any country will go against Israel is going to be doomed. And I hope that the the Iranian government will be collapsed before a war happen, because there's a lot of Iranian, they hate Islam seriously, and they wish they can get rid of it. They are desperate. So I hope that Israel can help the Iranian. I don't want Israel to destroy Iran. I want the Israeli to destroy the Iranian regime. So the Iranian, they can have their freedom. And I know, I met a lot of Iranian, a lot of the biggest converted church in USA are Iranian. Massive number of Iranian Muslims, they become Christians. So, and even if they are a Christian, we don't praise killing of others if things can be done in different way. But what I know for sure, Iranian are not into Islam. They hate this religion, especially after they lived under Islam for real. You see, Islam can appeal to you as long it is not in charge. The second you implement such a garbage, everybody hate it. So as an idea, yeah, Allah, alhamdulillah, blah, 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 they are okay with it. But the second you say, I'm going to practice Islam on you, I'm going to force you to wear certain clothes and to eat certain food and to listen to certain music and to say certain words, and you cannot say this and you cannot do that, then the people will notice that Islam stripped them from everything good in their life. Music is haram, but muta is okay. Renting your vagina is okay, but not covering your hair is filth. Shame on you. But how much you charge me to sleep with you? It's allowed in Islam. Alhamdulillah. So Iranian, they are boiling inside them, and they wish the day will come and the Islamic regime will collapse. So my hope is that with the existence of a Trump and the help of a Trump, both Israel and Trump, they will be able to cause the Iranian regime to collapse. I hope so. That will be wonderful news if before Trump he leave the office, Iran will be free from the garbage of Islam. And then trust me, Iran will become a great nation again. You see, look at Iran before Islam. Just check the history. What happened to Iran after and since the Arab they came to it? The country became a piece of garbage. The whole country. From Persia to Iran. From Persia to the Islamic Republic of Iran and the mullahs with their big beard and their stupidity. From a country used to be equal to the Roman, one of the biggest massive empires, to the Islamic Republic of Iran. They're busy with death to America and death to Israel, and the country have no water, no electricity, no vegetation, no food, no work. People, they are selling their kidney to make money. What they used to be and what they are now. Wherever the garbage of Muhammad goes, fly come with it. Right? Now they are busy fighting the lizard. We need to kill the lizard because Allah Prophet says kill the lizard. He tried to blow fire at Abraham. Oh boy. Even a lizard is not safe from their madness. I hope one day I will be able to go to Israel Even though I hate the Middle East, by the way. I hate the Middle East. I don't have anything good about the Middle East. I hate to go back and see those ugly faces. And not because of a look. No, no, no. I am from there, you know. But the faces of people are so sad, so unhappy, and so weird. Like you feel there is an evil spirit in everybody in front of you. People are possessed. Hatred, anger, very bad. Like you feel the energy, how sad it is, how bad it is. Even though they give you a big hug, but it's fake. You go to buy vegetables. You buy 3 kilos of tomatoes. 2 of them you will throw in the garbage. 1 of them is you are lucky you can eat. You go to the butcher to buy beef. You find later it is donkey meat. You go to the police to report the thief. They arrest you and they free the police. I'm not lying. I'm just saying the truth. You go to buy bread and you think it's a bread. You find it is made of something else. They mix it with many things. You buy coffee. You find they put in it charcoal. Charcoal in the coffee. You buy olive oil. You find that most of it is water. In the best scenario, they mix it with the cheap oil, have nothing to do with olive. Cheating is a lifestyle. Bribe is a wisdom. Torture and kidnapping is a business. Harassing women in the street is fun. This is the Middle East. Wherever they try to give you an image about it, they have a great history, great building. None of those have to do with the history. Egypt is not built by those Arab. Egypt destroyed by the Arab. Syria was a great country. Look at the Syria now. Go just check it out. Go check it out. From the land where the Roman theaters in every corner, art and poetry and writers and authors, to the land of blood and rape and killing and kidnapping. Go to Iraq, the land of the Assyrian, the Babylon. What happened? Islam came. Wherever this beast goes, beast comes. And you know, people get upset from what you say, but I say the truth. I don't like even to associate myself with Arab Christians, because sadly many Arab Christians, they became the same as Muslims, hypocrite. They took a lot of garbage of Islam. They grow up between them. They learn from them how to be like them to survive. So I don't like to associate. I'm not saying every Arab Christian is the same. No, 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 I'm not saying. I'm not saying every Middle Eastern Christian is like them. No. There's a few, but a few. Sadly, corruption. It's like, you know, when you put a bad apple in a box. Is the bad apple going to make the box of apple, or like there's a 25 apples in the box and there's 1 bad? Which one is going to be to affect the others? Sadly, the bad apple will make all the apples bad, not the opposite. That is the situation of the Middle East. So after 1400 years of corruption, the land is corrupted to the bones. There's no bones left. The termite ate everything. Literally. So hypocrisy is a lifestyle. Relationship is hypocrisy. Your friends, they come to visit you. The second they leave the door, they start talking bad mouth you. I'm just telling you how it is. I saw what you cannot believe. That's why I reject them. I don't want to be around them. I have a, I have like a, you know, like a very, very negative reaction for who they are. I'm a witness. I am not somebody told me. They come to your house, they give you a hug, they bring you even a gift. The second they leave your house, they start talking about your wife, your children's, your family. He used to be nothing. Look, now he have a villa. Look, he have a car. You know, the second ago you were hugging him, but now we need the guy. He's rich. He is in important position. Everybody suddenly is kissing your ass, and he love you. But everybody bad mouth you. And this is how the society is. A society of gossip, bad mouthing, filth, cheating. Everything is upside down. In the appearance, there is a family. And the family, they love each other. But the second you go inside the family, you see how much the family hate each other. In the appearance, they are a tribe and they defend each other. But the second you go between them, you see how much the worms is eating everything. This is how the Middle East is. It sounds good as long as you don't live there. The second you go there, especially if you understand the language very well. If you are a foreigner, you understand nothing, you will be fine. You will not understand anything. You have no idea what's going on. All right? Anyway, for sure, everywhere there's bad, there's good. Like, you know, in America, there's, you know, good quality people. There's junkie. There's people live in drugs. They die in drugs. They are, you know, I mean, there's, but the difference is in the Middle East, it became like everything is bad. Police is corrupt, judge, ruler, everything. The teachers. Even your phone. I mean, if I tell you stories about the phones, you will not believe it. The phone guy, like I'm talking about the time where there's no cell phone, all right? There's like a hard line. He come to your door. He knock at the door. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. Is your phone is working? Yeah, I think so. Let me check. You go inside. You tell him, yeah, it's working. He said, okay, listen, I will be in the corner there working in the phone. If something happened, okay, let me. Because if I leave, I cannot come back until 14 days from now. He go and he cut your phone. He go and cut your phone. And then if you did not come to him because you did not notice, he come back to your door and he look at Dean. Is your phone still working? You check again. Oh, no, it's not working. What happened? Oh, you know what? You have to make an application, submit it to the government company so we can come and fix it for you. Okay, how long is it going to take? Maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. But listen, if you give me something, I can do it now. He just cut the phone for you. He did it. And you know it. You know that he is the one who cut your phone line. But what he can do? So you say to him, okay, no, please, you know, we cannot stay without a phone for 3 weeks. Please, man. He said, okay, well, you know, I mean, I have to work overtime now. It's already 4 o'clock. You give him, you know, $100, $50, whatever you can. And he connect your phone again. Few weeks after, he come and do the same thing with you. He do the same with everybody. He spend the day going from place to place, cutting the line of the customers so they will pay him and put money in his pocket. So imagine yourself, you live in such a country. This is just one side of the corruption of those countries. Just one side. What about heat? You want to heat your house. Oh, there's shortage of oil. How come we have a lot of oil? I mean, we are the one who sell oil for everybody. We have shortage. However, if you pay us, we can come to your house first. Everything is a scam. So imagine yourself, you live in such a country. How fun it is. People who live in the West, they don't know how lucky they are. But when the West become like the Middle East, then they will know what I'm talking about. But then it's going to be too late. You spend your life trying to warn the dummies. But you think the dummy can listen? They are dummies. That's why we call them dummies. And now they are in the stage where they sponsor Hamas. You will see a queer, he sponsored the one who want to kill him. This is how stupid the Western they become. Even the word stupidity cannot explain their situation. And I know there's a lot of Middle Eastern, they come here, they get upset from me. But the truth hurt. I know you like to present yourself as we are the best people. And by the way, Middle Eastern are so proud. I never saw proud people as those people. But they are proud about what? I have no idea. Just give me one thing to be proud about. They think they are supreme. The Arab, they think they are supreme. I am saying to you, they are supreme. If an Arab man, he wanna go and marry a woman, the first question is not about you love her, she love you. No, they are supreme. Which family? Oh, this family, we cannot marry from them. We are the supreme, they are lower. Everybody think he's supreme. Even the law, by the way, he think he's supreme too. Their marriage, their engagement, their sexual life, it's all fake. They don't get married because they love. They got married because there's a benefit of this marriage. Business, money, our family versus their family. Oh, if we marry from this family, they are strong. We can string our. It's not about family. It's about business. If a man he go to ask for, you know, we have tradition like you go and you bring your parents with you to ask for the hand of a girl. What is the first question? How much money you have? You own a villa? You own a house? Do you have a car? Are you going to provide a servant for my daughter? Even the woman, she is living in a house, maybe her roof have a hole in it. She want a servant, you know? Yeah. Their life is so, if you go to Lebanon, you will see the guy, his salary is $800. His wife, she forced him to bring a maid from Sri Lanka for $400. The guy, his salary is $800. The maid, she take $400. Just, I mean, why you need a maid? Do you live in a villa? No. Small, tiny apartment. She need a maid. How a Lebanese woman, she make coffee by her hand in the front of her friends. She want to show off. So this is how the Middle East is. You go to the Gulf, now they have oil. And they are bragging about how many drivers they have. So the one who have one driver is a poor guy. What? How many? You have one driver? I have 10. Uh-oh. How many maids you have in your home? 6. Only? Oh, my husband, he have brought me 20. It is so fake culture. Their lips is fake. You can't even see women in the street. They have lips of a woman. They have balloons. Their faces, their eyes, their nose, they don't even look like Arab. This is the Middle East. America is the opposite. American, they dress whatever. American, they marry whatever. You will see a guy is so tall marrying a woman so short. You will see someone, she is so pretty marrying someone look like a monkey. You will see someone looking so handsome, he marries so a woman, nobody will marry her. American are totally different because they marry someone they love. Middle Eastern, they don't do that. Everybody want to marry a beauty queen. They want to measure her hips, her tips, her nipples, her shoulder. Nobody want to marry the women who don't look so good, especially if you are rich. Honestly, there's women in America, if they go to the Middle East, they will never ever get married. I assure you. They cannot even dream to get married. This is how it is. Nobody want to marry a girl because she is good, she is no. She have to be so pretty. And she have to be so young. Like if you are 30, you are a grandma, now who's going to marry you? Oh boy. Everything about money, even in my channel. Why? Did you pay anything to get to my channel? When the last time I said, guys, look at this guy, what he's saying. Jonah saying, everything about money, even in your channel. Why? Did I sell anything? Did I say to you, you need to pay me? Did I say donate to me? Did I mention any word about money? If you go to my Patreon, guys, do you have a single video in Patreon is blocked for private donors? Anybody can witness for that? So Jonah, you are fake and you are fraud. I give my books for free, you potato. Have you ever heard of a writer, he give his books for free? The most rich writers in the world, they sell their books. You are a liar. But it's okay, it's okay. I understand your situation. You're upset. Maybe I should do like you know what they call it, like join, and we activate super chat. And the one who asks me a question, he have to donate, otherwise I will not answer. What a funny creature you are. I can go right now to YouTube and activate super chat, and donation will start coming like rain. You see how the money work? I go live. From the time I go live to the time I go off, I never say, guys, don't forget to support us. I say, people, just make it. If you want to donate for us, please make a comment. Is that correct, guys? Who remember when a woman, she donated more than once when we used to be in Rumble, and I scream at her? Do you remember? Have you ever heard of somebody will be so upset from somebody donating? And even I threatened to ban her. And since then, this woman, she never come back. I never saw somebody, he scream at people they are donating to him. So what you said is very stupid. Very stupid. Yeah, she donated $500, right? And then she donated again. I scream at her, don't do that. But anyway. You know, there's two things a man, he should be always worry about. Money and sex. Those two things can take you down. You will notice that all those people who they end with the scandals, famous ones, how they end? how they end their career. One of those two things. Sex and money. Which one? Choose one. And the second you become, so let us say, famous or well known, there's a lot of temptation. There's many, they want to contact you. There's many, you know, many, they will offer you things. Some are good, some are bad. So you will be heavily, let us say, tested. I don't want to use the word tempted. Heavily tested. So if you are a lousy person, you will fail so easy. And that's why we hear always about some people, they get, you know, destroyed because of their immoral behavior, regardless if it is money or sex. Those are the two enemies of every man who try to do something good. But if you are doing what you do for this purpose, you will be successful anyway. If you go to Patreon, if I check my email right now, you will find that the one who emailed me, maybe 90% of them never made a donation for $1. Do I ignore them? Do I say, I know, and I've been told about people who they claim to be Christians. If you donate like $1, they don't even answer you. If you donate $10, you are not even to exist. You have to be a big donor, and then they will send you a private message. Thank you. We appreciate you. How many of you receive messages from private messages from a Christian prince? Like suddenly he sends you an email saying, thank you for donation. Anyone can say that to me? If ever any one of you receive an email from a Christian prince saying to you, thank you, I am the one who sent you email, not you sending me email. Like, it's not me responding to you. I send you email. So you donated to me, and then I send you email saying, thank you very much, I appreciate you. If there is any, please let me know. All of you are witnessing. You are listening, and many of you are in Patreon already. Let me know. I don't send private messages. I don't say to people, thank you. Because I know a decent person who support, he's not waiting for my email. He's not doing it because he's doing it because he's waiting for a thank you. He's doing it because he believes in what I believe. And his support have nothing to do with receiving, praise of somebody. I never send. Maybe once a year I say in the public, thank you guys for your help. That's it. God bless you. Merry Christmas. If you go to all those who they have Patreon, check them out. I will not mention names. You will see that their videos is locked. You cannot see the video. You cannot view their videos unless you are donating. I go to churches. I do seminars. I don't get paid. I do it for free. When I went to Ukraine, I went around the country, from city to city. They never paid a penny, not even for my hotel, not even for transportation, not even for the airplane. The same in the Philippines, the same anywhere I go. And the funny, what I learned, they say to me how much you charge. I was surprised that people do a seminar, and they are Christians supposedly, they charge. And yeah, they charge good money. And I said, why you want to charge? Every single person you see in the churches, doing a seminar, he got paid, except me. And all those who invite me to their churches, they can be witness against me if I did take money. The last time I did a seminar in Texas, in a massive church, there's a Pakistani brother. He paid for my ticket, actually. What happened, I bought a ticket, but the reservation date was wrong. So when I went to the airport, they told me, oh, your ticket to come back is a month from now. So what month? I reserved to, like the second day. I came here for work to do. So they told me, that's it, we cannot do anything, your ticket is next month. So he was texting me, he came back. He's from Pakistan, he's a Christian. He's the one who introduced me to this church. This guy, he insisted to pay for all the ticket, even though he don't have to. Not the church who invited me, they did not pay anything. It was all from his pocket. But this was not for wages, it was for the cost of flying. Anyway, I'm not mentioning this to say I'm a good person. I'm just answering this idiot who mentioned what he mentioned. Do we have any Abdul? If you go and see those who they have super chat, you will see how important for them to go live on air. Before super chat, the same, I'm not going to say names, they never go live. Check out when the first time they start going live on air. It happened only when super chat came to existence. Never before. Money, my friend, money. Money. Maybe it's strange for you. You know what is my happiness? I love trees, not money. I love plants. I love nature. I love simplicity. I enjoy it. I love being unknown. I don't like to be celebrity. I love to be a simple Christian man. They want to be rich. I am very thankful for every piece of bread I eat. It's a gift from God. I appreciate it. They want to be rich. I'm very pleased with being who I am. The Lord, He gave me a lot. I have a roof in the top of me. I'm not hungry. I'm not thirsty. I'm not stupid. What more I want? I never needed something and the Lord did not help me. As long I have what I need, I'm rich. I'm satisfied. And I say to you, the key of happiness in life is not about how much money you have, it's about how much appreciation you do. Because if you have all the money in the world and you don't appreciate what you have nothing. So if you appreciate a piece of bread, simple food, you are a king. God made you a king in your home. If you have a roof in the top of you, how many people they sleep in the street? They wish to have a roof one day. They wish they can go and take a shower, sleep clean. They wish they can brush their teeth. How many children they can't even afford to have a lunch or a dinner? We are blessed in a massive way. But some, it doesn't matter how much money they have and how much money they make. They use God to fool people and to get rich. And this is why you see them from time to time, they make excuse to support me, to fund me, to give me, to buy me. From their fruits you shall know them. Any excuse right away will be in public. Oh guys, I want to do this. I want to buy that. Please guys, fund me. Please do this to me. It's not enough the donation. It's not enough the super chat. In the top of that, he have another project, and the project never ends. May I ask you, where is the Father and God when the heaven and earth are not being created? You see, you are thinking about it in a very limited way, as if it's a space and a location. Our God is a spirit, and when we speak about earth and heaven, we are speaking about dimension where we are exist. It's not about God. God is out of all dimension, out of all space you are talking about. Our God is a spirit. So you think about locations, that is not what God speak about. When God speak about the earth and the heaven, is speaking about everything is exist as we know. Was not to exist. His existence have nothing to do with location. So you are assuming that God must be in a place, and that place have to be either the earth or the heaven. That is your assumption, not what God is about. If God is part of this heaven and the earth, then he is part of a physical system, which means he's under the conditions of this physical systems. But what we know that God is eternal, and this heaven and earth are not eternal. So the eternal is not part of something is not eternal. He's God above all. This is why Jesus says, I am from above, you are from below. The above does not mean it's a sky above you. Above mean I am from high, you are from low, which mean I'm God and you are my maid. So you are questioning. I'm not going to say it's a silly question, but obviously you don't understand what God stands for. Maybe you should ask yourself too, okay, before God created the earth and the heaven, what was the time? Then the answer will be, there's no time for God. Someone is eternal, time doesn't count for him. Time count for those who they are not eternal, like me and you. So today, you are, let us say, 20 years old. Tomorrow you are 20 years and 1 day. 2 days from now, 20 years and 2 days. Why? Because your life in earth is limited. The same as this earth is limited too. So time will come and this earth will not be exist no more. So time, space, and physics is located and exists for those who they are limited, but it's not and have nothing to do with God. He is not under the conditions of those things. This is why Jesus says, before Abraham, I am. But we know that Jesus was born long after Abraham, so how he can be before Abraham? Because time doesn't count, not for God. So what he's saying, before all of you, before the whole world, I am. Somebody saying that Jonah said, he's accusing me, I support Israel because I am making money. Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Well, you know what I will tell you, that because you are cheapo and low class, you think people they will support their belief because of money. If I want to make money, my friend, the easiest way to make money right now as a Christian prince is to make a book about Muhammad, saying he is the most amazing man. Do you know what the Muslims will do with it? They will go crazy. Christian prince is saying this about the Prophet Muhammad. I can get so rich so fast. The fastest way to make so much money to convert to Islam. So imagine if a Christian prince tomorrow come and say, hey guys, I become a Muslim, alhamdulillah. How much donation will come? How much Muslims money they will give to me? Do you see how easy for me to make money? And by the way, Abdul Potato, I'm a person who have degrees. And my degrees can make me a lot of money. I do not need to stay here for 6-7 hours speaking with a bunch of fools like you to make some pennies. Hmm? Do you know what is my salary if I work with any government agencies just because I am expert with Islam and I speak Arabic very well? Just because of that. And I have a degree in Islamic law. Can you imagine how much my salary is? Just think about it. A person who works as a translator only, $210,000 a year tax-free. Tax what? Free. Just because he's a translator. I am a person who have degrees in Islamic law. I know the Islamic religion very well. So I can be a very great asset to fight terrorism. How much salary I should get for what I have? And I can work as a lawyer. And I can, instead of being here now, I can go and write my books. That will make me money too. Yeah, Israel is paying me. Betito. So now we know why he's upset, because he is supporting Israel. So how come when I speak against Netanyahu, so if I speak against Netanyahu, who's going to pay me? Netanyahu? That's a good one. So, you know, Netanyahu, he will send me a check because I'm speaking against him. And I keep saying he's a stupid idiot. Oh boy. That's a good one. You know, the funny is, if I speak against Netanyahu, you will see an Israeli guy, he says, oh, CP, now show your real color. You're attacking Israel. Oh, what the heck? You will find all kind of crazy people. Thank you, Ingrid. All right. I think you are secretly Jewish. I don't know. I can show you my penis. I'm not circumcised, my friend. Sorry. I take that back. But that's funny. Guys, he think I am secretly Jews. Oh boy. Shall I show you something to prove it or not? I have a clear evidence there. Lord have mercy. I apologize, guys, but I mean, this is a crazy what I can say. It made me laugh, you donkey. Stupidity is amazing. You know, you remind me of someone. He claimed to be a Christian. He gets so upset because I ask him why he support Hamas against Israel. So he said to the audience that I am a Mossad agent. Oh, Lord have mercy. You made me laugh. Oh boy. You know, those things actually I see always. Like, if you, like, sometimes somebody say the Catholic is the one who created Islam. I shout at him, you liar, you idiot. Who said that to you? Then the guy, he will send me email. Why you are defending the Catholic? Huh? I'm so disappointed about you. Okay. I will never come to your channel again. Okay, bye-bye. And then a few days after, somebody says something about the Protestant. He's a Catholic. Say, stupid idiot, don't say that. They are lying. This is not true. They don't believe in that. Then he will send me email. You defended the Protestant. We thought you are on our side. You have double faces. I will never come to your channel again. You are fake. May God punish you. Okay, bye-bye. I block him. And then I make a video about the Orthodox priest. Oh boy. Christian Prince, do you know that the Orthodox are the founder of Christianity? They are the first Christian in the world. And you are a fake Christian. And you are the Christian. In fact, you are a Muslim. What the heck? So I speak against the three. I left without with nobody. Protestant, Orthodox, Jews, Catholic. You speak against the Pope? How dare you? I speak against every fraud, every liar. I don't care what is your church name. You are a liar. You are a liar. You speak against the Bible, I will get you busted. You make up a lie, you are my enemy. I hate liars, just to make it simple. So when somebody says the Catholic, they are the one behind the creating Islam, this is a big fat lie. I don't agree with the Catholic in many things, but to say such a fabrication is a shame. Same when you speak about Protestant, they will not go to heaven because we are the Catholic, and just shut up, just shut up. Just you're an idiot. Heaven is not the key of a priest. Heaven is in the key of is in the hand of God. Whoever believe in me and die, he will live. And we are not the same as Muslims, who each one of them claim that he have the key and the door of heaven. There's only one person is our Savior. That is not Paul. That is not Peter. That is not any of the disciples. That is Jesus. And if the disciples, they have any authority, is going to be in the name of Jesus and not the opposite. And Jesus said, whoever believe in me and die, he will live. So when you see someone as a priest, he say that this church have no salvation, right away you should put some question mark on him. Because we know that salvation is not in a church name. Salvation is in believing in Christ and following his step. Priest cannot save you. Bishop cannot save you. The Pope cannot save himself. Only God can save you. And the Messiah, he made it so clear that the Father, he gave the Son the power of the judgment over the flesh. So none of them can judge you. We can judge the fruits. Like somebody is filthy, corrupt, we can say he's corrupt. But the one who will judge who go to heaven, who go to hell, is God. So, fighting for me in the chat, I was not looking at the chat, trying to avoid to look because my eyes hurt from looking at the screen for many hours. Anyway, you should debate QandA. She will not dare to debate me. She is just a fraud. She made her fortune. You see all those names, Trucker Carson, like Sucker Carson, he was invited to Saudi Arabia. And in there he was saying, by the American weapon, a lot of even Arab Christians killed. Anyone can tell me what the Sucker Carson was talking about? Who is the Arab Christians killed by American weapon? I want to know. So those people, they are paid by the Muslims. Massive amount of money. You can imagine how much money is behind the scenery. You know, we know that Qatar spend a lot of money for lobbyists. Then they will invest a lot of money in those who have influence. It's not a secret. So those people, you will notice, all of them, they hate Israel. But there is always a reason for that. Those are businessmen. They never do charity. So when they speak, they make $1. And I'm talking about millions of dollars. When they go to a place, they don't go for fun. They go to make money. So when the Saudi, they invite Sucker Carson, you need to tell me what is the purpose of the invitation and what they will get from him. It must be something very weird and something not right. So this guy, he go to speak against Israel in Saudi Arabia, but he never mentioned that in Saudi Arabia Christians have no freedom. He's crying for Arab Christians, but in Saudi Arabia no church. He's crying, oh, I met many Arab Christians, they are nice people. He claims Israel is killing the Arab Christians, but he don't tell us what the Arab Muslims are doing to the Arab Christians. For he is a scumbag fraud. If you have a decency, you can speak about any negative, doesn't matter who is doing it. So if the Israeli doing negative, you say it, no problem. But when you speak only against Israel, just to show you how hypocrite he is, there is a video of him. Let me see. What was the name of the video? Let me see.
Christians. The one thing, let's be honest, since you're pushing me on this, that makes me a little bit emotional is there are a lot of Christians, and having traveled a lot, I can say just as a matter of personal preference, I really like them. I've never met a Christian Arab that I didn't like. Actually, I think they're really amazing people, and a lot of them have been killed or mistreated with American money and weapons, and I think it's disgusting. And I think it's especially disgusting that Christian leaders in the United States have said nothing because they're bullied and bought off. And I think they should feel shame because they've dodged their duty, which is to speak up on behalf.
Do you see the scumbag? Can somebody ask the scumbag which Christians, which country is killed by the American weapon? So he noticed that Arab Christians are killed by American weapon, but he did not notice that in Saudi Arabia there's 0 Christians. In the country he's speaking on right now, there's 0 Christian citizen. Why? Because they killed them all. Look how scumbag he is. American weapon is killing the Arab Christians. So now we Arab Christians, we are suffering because of America. Are you sure?
Half of their brothers in Christ, and they haven't. And they're Christians at Gaza who were killed. I'm opposed to that, and we should just say that. That's not controversial.
See, he arrived to Christian in Gaza. The American weapon is killing the Christian. The whole Christian in Gaza, there's not even 200 people left. And Hamas is using their backyard, because they are Christians, to shoot. Do you see how filthy scumbag he is? Can he tell us only why we have little number of Christians left in Gaza? What happened to the Christians? The whole territory used to be Christian. This is how scumbag filthy they are. So the whole converse, suddenly he's in love with Arab Christians. By the way, those are not Arab Christians. Those are not Arab. The Christian there are not Arab in Gaza. But look how filthy scumbag he is. Suddenly drama, Arab Christians. He is now in Saudi Arabia. Him and the guy with him, what's his name? This guy, the rich guy. Both are scumbags. They are paid massive money to come to Saudi Arabia, and now they are defending the Arab. And you people consider them to be conservative. Those are the ones who go in our funeral. They kill us and they go on our... So now he is using our name as Arab to do business. He is the one who defends us. Suddenly, he knows something called Arab Christians.